Hola amigos, and welcome back to another one of my Bring a Blanket Live writing and productivity sprints. I'm going to change this thing around me because it's a little bit weird with the leaves, I think. Let's see if I can get, there we go. That's weird, but a little more normal. Oh, I can't be doing with that. Let me see. Right, if you haven't been to my channel before, my name is Emma Bennet and I write contemporary romance and the occasional children's picture books. I do these lives usually twice a week and we go for about 3 hours just doing 20-minute sprints, as many as we can do. Some people are writing, some people are just getting stuff done, reading, editing, answering emails, whatever it is that you need to do. We are here to support you. Make sure that you say hi in the chat and let us know what you are working on so that we can celebrate when you reach your goals today. Also, make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already and boop that like button because it really helps my channel. So we're going to go into the first sprint really quickly. But Carly is saying hi. So hi, Carly. Morning, Emma. Morning, Diane. Diane? Is Diane here? Who's Diane? Am I not seeing somebody? Tell me the secrets of who this Diane is. I need to know. It's absolutely freezing here, so I have got my blanket today. Sometimes I don't. Today I do. I've got my blanket and I've got my cup of tea, but it's not quite as hot as it could be. So hopefully someone will bring me another one soon. Oh, there we go. There's a Diane. Diane Dobson, Barton Writing. How lovely. I don't think that you have come to any of my sprints before, Diane, and I'm not sure that I know your channel. So after this, I will pop over and have a look and check out your channel in case I'm not subscribed already. Awesome. Oh, and Katie Elizabeth is here as well. Hello, Katie Elizabeth. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I hope Oscar isn't minding the cold too much. Okie doke. So let's go into the first of our 20-minute sprints, and we will have a little bit of a chat then afterwards. I'm going to be using the Annie the cat timer, which has been made by my friend Jo from the channel Jo Writes. She does loads of fantastic videos all about kind of the writing process. She tries writing like different authors and really does a lot of good analysis there. Only thing is that the cat does purr, which is really cute, but if you're not prepared for it, then people do think that their laptops are broken. So just a warning there that there's nothing wrong with your laptop, it's just that the cat is purring. So I will speak to you in 20. Hello guys, how did that go for you? I am working again on draft 2 of my manuscript Centre Stage, which is the manuscript I was working on for NaNoWriMo last year. So I'm really enjoying working through that actually. I've had a lot on this week, so I haven't really been able to do very much on it. So it's lovely to have this time where I can really focus on that. Let's have a look in the chats. Let me know what you're working on and how that went for you. So Diane Dobson Barton, she said, I do sprints for heart breathings and also have an art channel. That's really cool. I have found your channel and subscribed, and I'll check out your videos later. And Carly points out that she also does awesome Tuesday, Thursday writing sprints, which is really nice. Mr. Vlandis is here as well. Hello, Mr. Vlandis. Lovely to have you around. What are you working on today? And he says, hello, hope all is well. All is well here, except it is really, really freezing. In the UK today. When I was at my sewing class earlier, we had snow, but annoyingly, it didn't stick. So I don't really see the point of having snow if it doesn't stick. So yeah, it's just freezing. But because we live in a very rural little market town, quite a few things have had to be cancelled today because people coming from outside town just can't get in. So like my kids' kayaking has been cancelled today, for example, which is a shame for them. They're very sad. The wonderful Linny Sprinkles is here today. Hello, Linny. How is your self-imposed word count for the month going? I think it was 30,000, wasn't it, that you were going for January? But if I remember, you needed to stop and kind of go back and relook at some of the other stuff you'd done and rework it a little bit. So I hope that that is going well for you. What are we now? We're on the 19th today. Oh, so you've still got 11 days to get it all sorted. Let's finish plotting out that new outline for my Nano 22 project, and now I'm restarting from scratch on a new draft. Awesome. Well done. Katie Elizabeth says, I am so cold, definitely wouldn't want to be kayaking today. Yeah, the kayaking is actually at the local swimming pool, so they don't get too cold while they're actually doing it. Although actually, I think that they have the back door open when they go to get the kayaks from the shed. So that's probably a bit nippy. But on Sunday, they're supposed to be kayaking on the canal. So it's supposed to warm up a bit by then. But the ones that have decided to go, a couple of them have said like, no, it's too cold. But the other two are going. And I'm like, you're crazy, crazy. Winter is for staying warm inside, in my opinion, and going out to walk your dogs if you have to. Hibernate during the winter. I'm actually reading a book about that. It's called Wintering. I'm not sure who the author is, but it's very, very good, very interesting. And I think I might do a video on that kind of topic, maybe at the end of next week. I'm not sure. My video coming out tomorrow is going to be a vlog of my release day, because my book Falling in Love at Nightingale Farm was released on Tuesday. So I did a little bit of vlogging on the day so that people can see what I got up to on my release day, which, as authors know, is never actually as exciting as people assume that it must be. I don't know, maybe it is exciting if you're like J.K. Rowling. Maybe she gets taken out for champagne and things by her publishers, but there's nothing like that here. And Lee says, let's see what Linny says. Come up. I also started a new 50 challenge for myself that started 2 days ago and goes until February the 17th. Laughing out loud, I'm 7.6k in already to the new draft. That is awesome. Did you know that February the 17th is Crumpet Day? It is National Crumpet Day. I don't think it's international, because I don't think that crumpets are very international, are they? Maybe it is international. I don't know. Anyway, my youngest is very excited because he loves crumpets. And apparently we have to get in lots and lots of different crumpets for him to taste. I have, however, been a terrible mum and am refusing to cook crumpets because I tried it once and it was a complete nightmare. But there will be lots of crumpet tasting and he's very excited. So maybe you can also celebrate the end of your challenge with crumpets, Linny. And Shadows Lair is here saying good morning. Good morning, Shadows Lair. How are you today? What lessons are you doing today? Are you doing Japanese? I don't know how often you do Japanese, but I hope you're doing Japanese because I think it's really cool that you do. Cool. Okay, let's get into our second sprint of the day. Oh, it's the Shadows Layer says today is my birthday. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a really, really nice day. And I hope that you have cake for later. I hope you have, my favorite cake is blueberry cake with cream cheese frosting. So I hope that you have blueberry cake with blue cheese frosting. Katie Elizabeth says, I had crumpets for lunch today. Crumpets are the best. They're just absolutely delicious. I love crumpets with loads of butter, like as much butter as you think and like double that. That's the best. My son likes Marmite on his crumpets as well. It can be nice. I don't know, sometimes. Shadows Lessons, we try to do lessons daily. That's cool. That's the way to learn a language, I think, is to do it every day. Okay, now we really will, though, get in this 20-minute timer now that all the excitement of birthdays has been sorted, and I will speak to you again in 20. Hiya guys, welcome back. How was that for you? I'm actually working on my manuscript in Google Documents on my phone because I'm trying to get used to working on my phone more, because during Camp Nano in April, I am planning to write a whole book on my phone. I'm going to be writing a non-fiction book. So I really feel like I need to get in some practice so that I actually know what I'm doing with the app. Yeah, that's a challenge. Let's have a look and you guys are up to in the Shadow's Lair, saying he's doing Japanese lessons with his kids on his birthday, and says, but I actually have to clean and prep. My spouse moves home tomorrow. Awesome. You get cleaning. And Heather Cullum writes his here. Hello, Heather. It is lovely to have you joining us. And says Linny Snow, congrats on finishing your outline and good morning all. And Diane Dobson Barton is wishing Lair a happy birthday. And I hope you've noticed that you have a birthday banner down at the bottom here. You know, not everybody gets a banner, but you definitely deserve a banner on your birthday. Cool. So I found, as I was going through my manuscript during that sprint, I discovered that Kate had made her way into my manuscript. Sometimes I use the wrong name in the middle of manuscripts and I pop in names of a different character. So Kate was the heroine in my book Starstruck, which is about a rock star who is trying to hide out from the paparazzi and goes to stay with an old school friend called Kate. And yeah, in center stage is supposed to be Molly mid-scene. So I was glad that I spotted that one. This happened to me quite often, actually. So Katie Elizabeth, not a very productive, 20 feeting on. I didn't know you were rich. We can definitely be friends. So hoping the warmth will encourage me to free my hands from my blanket. Last night it was so cold in our bedroom when I was reading that I said, I'm going to have to go to bed because my hand was getting really cold as I was holding the book and I was swapping hands. And my husband gave me a pair of gloves. It was revolutionary. It was amazing. Katie Elizabeth said, why will you be writing on your phone? I thought it would be a fun experiment. I've read an article a little while ago about this guy who writes all of his novels on his phone because he's just really busy. He's here, there, and everywhere taking his kids to stuff, and he finds it really handy because he can just pick up his, and even if he's just writing a paragraph or something, he can get something down. And I thought it was an interesting idea and something I hadn't tried before. So I mean, obviously you can't, I don't think you could really edit properly on your phone, but a first draft should be fine. And I just thought it would be a fun thing to try to do. I like trying new challenges and trying new ways of doing things. So yeah, I'll give it a go. I figured I'd give it a go for the first week, and then if it's really not working and it doesn't look like I'm getting anywhere with it, then I will revert back to using my laptop as usual. But it seems to be going okay for now. You know, it's not too fiddly. Like I say, I don't think I could properly do like line edits, but you know, we're only on second draft stage, so it's fine. Okay. Oh, also, it sets it out like differently, so your brain's kind of reading it differently. So I'm hoping it might help me to pick up more stuff. Katie Elizabeth says, makes sense. That's what I found when I was handwriting during Nano. I could take my little notebook everywhere. Yeah, that's typically what I do. I do like to write in a notebook. But I just thought for speed's sake, during, you know, when you're actually trying to write a full draft during a month, this might be an interesting thing to try. So there we go. And we all typically have our phones with us, don't we? Whenever we, wherever we go. So yeah, just a little experiment I thought I would do. My lovely oldest son made me a new cup of tea. He's a sweetheart. Okay, so let us get into another lovely 20 minutes. Let's get this time up. It's going pretty well today, isn't it? So for nearly an hour now already. Awesome. Okay, I will speak to you again in 20. Hello, that was perfect timing for me with that sprint. I just finished going through chapter 10 of my manuscript, so it was a lovely place for me to start. Let's have a look and see what everybody got up to in that sprint. Yeah, let me know if you're doing word counts today in particular. I know that Linny is, but I'm not sure if anybody else is taking things quite that seriously. It seems it's taking us all a little while to kind of get into the year, get settled into our work, but that's cool. That's cool. There's no hurry. We've still got plenty more. Right, we have been joined by Jeremy Howard. Hello, Jeremy. I don't think that you've come to my sprints before. It is lovely to have you here. Why don't you put down in the chat what you're working on, and if you are a writer, what you write, if you've been published, and generally some stuff about you. That would be really. So I'm hoping, what have we got? We've still got another kind of over an hour and a half to go. So it would be really nice if I could get to the point in my manuscript where I have an extra little scene that I need to add in. I've kind of got it scratched out, if you like, in my notebook. It'd be really nice to get that added in. So fingers crossed that I can do that. I'm not sure exactly where it's going to go, but I don't think it can be too much further than this point. I just have to kind of, work my way through it and work out where it needs to be slipped in. And that would be really great if I could do that today and actually add some proper new words to my manuscript. That would make me feel really good. If anybody who's joining us who hasn't been here before, I write contemporary romance novels, and my latest novel, Falling in Love at Nightingale Farm, was actually out on Tuesday. I had a really fun time celebrating that, and it seems to be doing really well in the charts and getting some good reviews. At least it hasn't had a bad review yet. They will come. That's the thing. Yeah, you just know every author, if they have above a certain number of reviews, is going to have a stinker of a review. Even Shakespeare has got terrible reviews. Jane Austen has got terrible reviews. Like, it happens. But yeah, I mean, it's still not nice, but you kind of know that lots of people are reading your book once you do get a bad review, because obviously if your friends are reviewing it, people you know, like, they're going to be, they're not going to say it's complete rubbish. So in my mind, that's when you know that the book's properly selling, is when you get your first real stinker of a review. Jeremy say, hey there, I'm a newer author, unpublished, working on a science fiction stroke dystopian trilogy. Currently have written 120k words, awesome, in the first and second books, and 27k in the third. Nice to meet you. That is a lot of words. Well done. My books are generally a lot shorter than that. They're between kind of 50k and 60k, because they're like traditional romance length. So I am in awe of anybody who can write 120k for one book, let alone two. So that's absolutely fantastic. And I hope that you enjoy working with us today. Okay, let's get back to another sprint. I might need to move around a bit soon, actually. I'm getting quite nippy because other people have stolen my heater. So I'm probably wrapped up. So glamorous, aren't I? I'm so glamorous. At some point I might have to go and steal back my heater from the other room. Katie Elizabeth says, I'm struggling for words this month, but also not trying too hard. They'll come to you. They'll come to you when they're ready. Shall we? Yeah. Okie dokes. Let's do another 20 minutes sprint, and I will chat to you in a bit. Hi guys, how did that one go? You all being productive or getting all the things done? I hope so. I know that we had a message from the Shadows Lair who said, I missed the break. I was feeding animals. The animals have to be fed. What can you do? My dogs have decided that it's almost time for them to be fed as well. So they are staying very, very close to me, you know, just in case I suddenly jump up and run to the food cupboard for them in the next few minutes. But it's not actually time. They're getting a bit overexcited about that idea, I think. I'm starving again, though. I really, really am. I always get really hungry during these sprints. Is it because I'm using so much brain power, do you think? Could that be it? Well, that went pretty well. I found quite a few repetitions of words, so I'm sure I'm not getting all of them as this is only the second draft, but any that I can get can only be a good thing. And I'm at the point in my story where my hero and heroine have got together, and it's making me smile, which is lovely when your own writing is kind of like, oh, you know, look at them. It's obviously, I hope, kind of believable in that I'm having a reaction to it. So that was really nice to feel when I was going through it. I'm not finding it too bad working on my phone, actually. I don't know how I'd feel if I was actually properly writing, but certainly going through it at this stage is absolutely fine. Yeah, and I'm quite enjoying it. In fact, it's good. Kind of helps me to focus a little bit more, maybe because I'm concentrating on a much smaller screen than usual, and I can't have anything else up in the background, I guess, either. But if I'm using my laptop, you know, there's all the other tabs up as well. So yeah, so far so good. So we're about an hour and 45 minutes in, so hopefully we should be able to get at least another three sprints done today. I'm getting quite tired. I've had a really, really busy day today, like fun busy, but yeah, I'm looking forward to putting my feet up this evening. But after I've cooked supper, when I'm done here, I do have my vlog video for tomorrow to put together. I think in my head, because I'd filmed it, it was done, if that makes sense. So I didn't work on it yesterday. And then I woke up this morning and I realized that I hadn't put the video together at all. It's just a series of little videos on my phone. So that's the main thing that I need to do after supper tonight. That's Paris moving around in the background. If you can hear that. If you are new to my channel, I have two chocolate Labradors. They are called Hector and Paris. They're named after the Trojan princes from the Greek myths. And Hector's my good boy, and probably the love of my life. Frankly, if I hadn't met my husband first, I probably would have been happy just hanging with Hector. And Paris is my naughty boy, who I also love very, very much, but drives me to absolute frustration with his counter surfing. He's food obsessed. Anyway, Jeremy Howard has commented in the chat and says that is a great feeling, and I think that's referring to when I said that my writing was making me smile. Yeah, I'm such a romantic. I love it when the hero and the heroine, or the heroine and the heroine, or the hero and the hero are getting together. It's really, really sweet. It's probably my favorite part of these stories. Oh, right, let us get started for another 20 minutes. Let's hide that. Oh, my laptop's just gone into nighttime mode. Oh, actually, I've just noticed it is getting lighter in the evening, because it was about 4:30 that it was doing that just a couple of weeks ago, and now it's 4:45 and it's only just gone into nighttime mode. So that's quite nice, isn't it? Getting lighter. Hopefully it'll get warmer soon. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. Okay, right. So yeah, another 20-minute sprint. Here we go. And I will speak to you again in a little bit. Hello. One of my boys has gone to feed the dogs, you will be pleased to hear, so they will no longer be starving and hanging around by my feet. Let's have, we have somebody new has in the chat. It is Esther. Hello, Esther. She says, oh, hi, first time I'm able to catch your stream, Emma. Hello, Esther. It is lovely to have you here. Tell us something about yourself and what you are working on today. We've still got a couple more sprints to go, so there's plenty of time for you to get some stuff done with us. I think in the next sprint, I'm going to have to go and get the heater back off my family members who stole it from me, because otherwise I may well just freeze here, and that would be very, very sad for you guys to see. It would definitely spoil your day, and I wouldn't want that to happen for you. So yeah, I think that is definitely going to happen. I also really need another cup of tea. Shadows Lair is saying hello. Oh yes, and because you said, oh, you missed the break because you were feeding animals, didn't you? Are all animals fed now? I hope so. It's very, very important. Here we go. And what special things are you doing for your birthday today, Shadows Lair? Are you going to have a cake? Are you going to have a special meal? Something like that? I didn't, on my publication day on Tuesday, I had cheesecake. I didn't make it myself because I had so much to do with the vlogging the day and sharing social media posts and everything else that you do on publication day that I didn't want to have to make a cheesecake as well. So I bought one, which was really yummy with loads of blueberries. It was absolutely scrumptious. Actually, I think there is a single solitary piece left in the fridge, which I might need to have after supper tonight, because we wouldn't want it to go off now, would we? That would be terrible. Esther says, what does Esther say? She says, I may read a little before leaving work. I need a break from the writing. Yeah, fair enough. Sometimes we have people who read for lots of these sprints, and I get very, very jealous. I really, really do. But I really need to use these sprints to work on my manuscript, because I'm so busy generally that unless I put my bottom in the chair for something like this, I'm not getting that much work done at the moment. So yeah, this is definitely work time for me. Shadows Lair says, I'm having German chocolate cake and Moose Tracks ice cream as breakfast. Oh my God, that would make me feel terrible. That really, really would. I'd feel dreadful. I'd go on a complete sugar high and then crash. But, you know, it's your birthday. You do what you want, okay? You do what you want. It's just save my slice later if you could. Be very grateful. Heather says, my little one finally went down for a nap, so I can write this round. Glad I didn't miss the sprint. Yes, little one's naps can be very, very useful. I remember that from when my boys were little. I've got 4 boys and they're all very big now. So yeah, definitely way, way, way past the nap time. What else have we got? Oh, there's lots and lots of talking in the chat this break. Katie Elizabeth says, what does Katie Elizabeth say? Straightened my hair during that one because I thought I was back at work tonight, but in the centre, which broke at the start of December, still hasn't been fixed. So no work again for me. Oh, so you're just sitting there all pretty with nowhere to go. Take a picture for Instagram at least. You don't want to waste that. And Shadows Less says, and now I'm doing my writing in the Sciences Coursera course while my children do their busy work. Oh, we never do work on birthdays. I've been very lucky, actually, because my birthday's in August. I've never had to go to school or anything like that. So, yeah, I've never worked on my birthday. My kids have never had to do anything on my birthday or on theirs, or my husband's. It's complete day off. Also for the dogs' birthdays. We celebrate those properly as well. It's going to be Hector's birthday next month, and we usually take him to the seaside for chips. Sometimes we go to Cardiff Bay. Because he quite likes it at Cardiff Bay, actually, and we do a nice walk around there. But yeah, seaside and chips, or maybe like climbing a mountain somewhere in North Wales. That could be good depending on the weather. Sometimes we do that, or if the weather's not great, then we just go for like a decent walk in the local woods. And the dogs always have cake on their birthday. Very, very important to have cake. Okie dokes. Right, let us get into another sprint. I'm going to go and get a cup of tea because I'm parched. Because us British people can't go longer than an hour without a cup of tea. I think I might need a glass of water as well, actually. I've been doing too much talking today. Okay, I shall speak to you again in 20. Hello, hello again. That sprint went well for me. I'm at, let me have a moment. I'm at 13, which is the last chapter, and then there's a little bit of an epilogue. So I should finish this go through today, which is absolutely brilliant. The only problem is that I was starting to write an extra scene that I needed to put in. So I started just off the top of my head, like of it, but the rest of it is written in my writing. Me find my writing notebook. Now it must be somewhere in the house. I haven't taken it out of the house recently, but that's kind of frustrating because I was like in the middle of it. So tomorrow, then I will have that scene to finish, and then I need to rework a bit of the manuscript near the beginning. It's where my heroine, she's a ballerina, and she hurts her ankle, she breaks it. But the way that I had it happening is it's kind of completely her fault. Well, it's her dad's dog's fault. He pulled her over. But I want the hero partly involved. I want his dog to be partly responsible for the accident as well, so that he feels bad about it. And so there's another reason why he's helping her, so that it just makes it stronger, because otherwise the amount helping her might seem a little bit odd. So I thought that would help with that. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. And at that point, I will have finished the second draft, which is just absolutely amazing. That was my aim for the month, was to finish that second draft. So as I will have like 11 days left, I think I probably will go through and read through it again, possibly with like Grammarly on, so that I can pick up on more of that and go through it once more with those additions in, and just check that everything's working. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. And I think it's good. I think I'm pleased with it. It's definitely got all the feels, and I have loved learning more about the ballet world. I think that's been a really, really fun part of writing this book. So yeah, I am really, really pleased with how that's going. I think at the beginning of February, I should be able to send it off to my like beta readers, which would be amazing. Yeah, so fingers crossed for that. Let's have a look. Let me know what you're up to in the chat, if you've been doing word counts in particular. Yeah, Shadow's Lair has said, well, oh, also, I got myself a drink, I had a pee, and I got my heater back again. I don't think they even noticed I took it. I was so sneaky. It was awesome. Shadow's Lair said, I don't mind working on my birthday when it's work I choose to do. Yeah, that's fair enough. Though the housework I would love to not do. Oh, my hope is when Wolf stroke Zandy is home, I'll have a proper celebration. Oh, yeah, that would be nice when you're all together. That would be brilliant. And just think how nice the house will feel when it's all lovely and clean. I don't like it at all, but I do like to have a clean house. So that's a little bit annoying for me. Heather says 205 words. I'm rewriting the climax of my swashbuckling WIP whip and struggling through it. Swashbuckling. I love the sound of that. I want to know more about this manuscript, please. 205 words. Nice. Well done. That is awesome. And Katie Elizabeth says, I've been doing a little bit of goal setting, still enjoying my slow start to the year. Yeah, it's nice to start the year slowly, isn't it? What are your writing plans for the year? I know that you're working through your nano project, aren't you? So have you got plans for like when you're hoping to finish that, or are you going to move on to something else? Are you going to be querying? I'd love to know what you're going to be up to. Oh, lovely. That's actually just water. I decided not to have any more tea, but to go with water, mainly because I remember that I don't have any decaffeinated tea bags left, and I didn't want to have caffeine late in the day, and I didn't fancy a fruit tea. So we'll stick with water now. That'll be good. Okie dokes. So we are going to be going into the final sprint now. Yeah, and wish me luck to finish going through this. I don't think it should be a problem. I don't think that chapter 13 is very long, and the epilogue definitely isn't. But of course, it's like big, everything coming together. So I need to make sure that I'm happy with it and that it's got all the feels. So I will chat to you guys again in another 20. Hello there, everyone. So that is the end of the final sprint here for the Bring a Blanket Live Writing and Productivity sprint. Let me know how that final one went for you. I did just manage to get to the end of the manuscript and just check that it was all saved properly. So that is going to be really, really awesome tomorrow when I finish that draft 2. I'm so pleased with how it's gone. AB popped in. I don't know if you're still there, but hello. He said, hello all, just popping in to say hi and hit the like button. Hope everyone has had a productive time. So thank you for coming and for pressing that like button. And we also missed the lovely Katie Elizabeth. Said, I would love to self-publish my first book this year as long as I can get through the cover design and formatting side of things, which I find a little overwhelming. Yes, definitely. I just finished reading last night a book, what was it called? Rapid Release. So it was all about, for self-published authors, about releasing books very quickly, but which I've never done. But there was part of it which was saying that if you use drafted digital but don't publish on there, apparently it's really, really good for formatting. It's much easier than formatting any other way. Now, I haven't had a look at it, but that was just what the author of that book suggested. So yeah, you use drafted digital, but you don't publish on there, but it will help you with the formatting and will then turn it into PDFs, MOBIs, and EPUB files for you. So I don't know if that piece of information might be useful. I am also now offering editing and proofreading work. Developmental edits in particular is my speciality, especially romance books and young adult books. So if you would like me to take a look at it for you when you're done, I would definitely give you a very good mates rate. I'm just starting out, so I'm kind of trying to get some clients and things. So I'm rock bottom prices at the moment. It's a good time to book me. Shadows Lair says, got a lot of work done. Thanks so much for this sprint. That is brilliant. And I hope that you have an amazing rest of your birthday and that you carry on celebrating after your house is clean as well. Okay, guys, well, I'll be back at the same time tomorrow. That's 3 p.m. GMT time for another 3 hours of sprint. And I hope that I see some of you there. It's always really lovely when we have the same faces, our little gang from NaNoWriMo again. So yeah, hopefully I will catch you then. Bye for now.